We are so excited to be co-creating with you, Jeff. We are excited for your course, Creativity and Turning Challenges to Opportunities, with our Winning Wellness experience. Can you share with us a little bit about the class that you're teaching?
Of course, it's very exciting to share this knowledge with your customers and whoever feels they want to benefit from it. Look, for the past nearly 30 plus years, that is what I've been doing to make my living, to make my inspiration, because my inspiration is what I do. So it's very simple to create an opportunity from a challenge. When you look at an airplane, didn't exist. How does an airplane fly? It doesn't crash. Look at a cruise ship. How does a cruise ship with tons and tons of weight not sink? Cars, I mean, you can look all the inventions that have happened, but those are big things. But in your particular business, if you look at what you've done to get to that particular point, there's a reason for it. So we're going to go through processes by examples of how to create those opportunities, because everyone has challenges. But it's only a challenge as you look at it and how you can dissect it and just make it wonderful and have every moment of your business an inspiration rather than an exploration.
Love it. We just love to ask you a few questions. Everyone watching and listening today can learn a little bit more about you. Okay, Jeff,
Ooh.
yeah, we'll get to know a little bit more. So, Jeff, can you share with our listeners and us why and you became a lawyer?
You know, that's not the first time I've been asked. And I was one of those strange kids that always knew that's what I wanted to do. I think it was something inherent in me for the desire to help, the desire to give back. Because as I indicated, as long as people have problems, I'm in business. Everything's fine, I'm out of business. And I've been doing this for over 30 years. It
Wow.
was truly a passion. Everyone should have a passion for what they do. Now, I knew there was nothing going to stop me. And I can share with you and your listeners, I didn't pass the bar on the first time, but I knew what I wanted to do. I knew I wanted to help people and use the law was just fascinating to me. And all the intricacies, because you think about it, you can go to any courtroom in any state in the country. The law is the same. The facts are basically the same, but why there are two sides? How you analyze, how you listen, how you be creative, how you change a challenge into an opportunity. And though I started working with accident victims for nearly 30 plus years, I've been a general counsel for businesses, public and private, product and service. In addition to starting 6 companies of my own, I probably consulted with over 300 companies.
Wow.
So it's very simple. You find a passion, and work is not a four-letter word that ends in K.
That's awesome. Thank you for sharing that. And I understand you are part of the Delta Theta Pi Law Fraternity. What was it like being the chancellor of that law fraternity?
Thank you, Liz, for the question. Back in '81, when I was a 20-something law student, someone cornered me in the hallway and said, Jeff, you got to join this law fraternity. It's a good thing for networking and we have fun together. And I says, okay, I'm a 20-something kid and I want to be a lawyer, so why not go for the professional organization? And I remember during law school, the 50-something chancellor came to my school. It's like, he was from Arkansas at the time. It's like, wow, they're coming to visit me. And I got involved in the fraternity. I did, after law school, I was a Supreme Court justice for 8 years in the fraternity. And then I started my practice. I had my kids. I have a 30-year-old and a 28-year-old. And there was a time that I let the fraternity go away. I was always a member and inspired by it. So in 2007, I got a call from the leaders of the fraternity. It says, Jeff, would you consider joining our Supreme Senate? That's what the board of directors called the Supreme Senate. Well, I was humbled. It was good to me, so I did that. But in 2013, now I'm 61 years old, from 2013 to 2015 were the most humbling years of my life.
Hmm.
I was elected and installed as the chancellor of the oldest and largest law fraternity in the world, 200,000 members,
Wow.
past presidents of the United States, U.S. Supreme Court justices, and it turned 100 years during my leadership. During those 2 years, I was that 50 something chancellor who went to see around the country. We have 206 senates, 200 chapters. I didn't go to all of them, but New York, Florida, California, Texas, Minnesota. I mean, I traveled the country and I took that organization out of financial hardship, doubled the attendance at their annual meeting. I chartered new senates, and that truly, those 2 years were just so humbling and so rewarding for me. That's when I decided to sell my law practice, and I did that 5 years ago. Now what I do, I help businesses conceive, believe, achieve.
Awesome. And
Oh,
I see
that's
that
awesome.
in the picture behind you. That's awesome. Well, it
Yeah.
sounds like you really made a big difference in that organization. That's awesome.
Yeah, you inspired them. And I'm also curious, as you just said, conceive, believe, and achieve. What inspired you to create this consultant company?
Well, Serena, thank you. It's a credo that I've lived by my whole life, and every day there are challenges. It's how do you want to address those? And I've learned nothing has been easy. I mean, in addition to, as I share with you, the business that I've owned, the hundreds of companies I've consulted with, I was a candidate for United States Congress. I did that in the early 90s. I was recruited. I mean, it took us a while before where our wife and I were able to have children, but conceive, believe, achieve is such a powerful concept. So when I decided to open my consultancy, what better than that? Because individuals and businesses do have some challenges, but if they can be taught for happiness, of course, and you can conceive and then believe it, you are going to achieve it. Look at all the things that people have done in this world. So let's just teach you the method, teach you the tools, be inspired by it, and inspire others.
Yeah. And I
That
think
is awesome.
thank you for sharing that. And I think it is important to have tools like in our winning wellness experience, we teach tools for people to experience mindfulness, resiliency, happiness. And we also teach them some visioning techniques, probably similar to what you do with people. But I'm wondering if you could share, because we're so excited. We've got all these co creators that we're bringing along on this experience to cover, the bases of wellness, but also living our best lives, because we want to be living our lives by design, not by default. Can you share with the people listening today how they will benefit from your class creativity and turning challenges into opportunities? What's their biggest takeaway, would you say?
Liz, thank you so much. The way they're going to benefit is, look, we got two of these and one of these. We got two of these and one of these. So you got to look and listen. You got to listen to what's going on, because others before us have created things that didn't exist. Others before us have had challenges. We look at the inventor, Thomas Edison, 100,000 times before the light bulb. WD 40, 40 times before they got that. Heinz 57, 57. So there are challenges, and you have to really dig down and you think about it. Use your life experiences, because everybody, you and everyone listening, has been successful in their life. At one time or another, you've achieved success. I don't care how you define that. You've done that. And since you've achieved success, two things have happened. One, you've proven that you can do it. And if you've done it once, it's duplicative. So understand what it was at that time and create as many environments around you, the processes and procedures. And you talked about the tools in your class. The fact that you have tools, the fact that you are ability to do that, demonstrate they exist. So working within this class, we'll go through the mindset, we'll go through the tools, the processes to conceive, believe, achieve, and create the challenges into opportunities.
Awesome. Love it. Love it. So, Jeff, if there was one thing, one piece of advice that you would like to share with our listeners to take away today, what would that be?
One thing is you have to make a commitment. You have to make a commitment to live the life of your dreams. And I know this is something that you practice, you preach, and you teach. And that's what you have to take away. What inspires you? You make a choice every day. You wake up, it's going to be a crappy day. I guarantee you it's going to be a crappy day. But you wake up every morning, it's going to be a great day. I guarantee you it's going to be a great day. Through my career, businesses are made of people. So I've worked with hundreds and hundreds of people. And in addition to the business challenges, sometimes they can come over their own personal challenges. And once you identify, sometimes people don't know what it is. They don't know what would make me happy, don't know what my challenge is. That's why you have somebody with decades of experience who's seen it once or twice before. And so if there's a takeaway, you got to really understand how you can get through the bottom level and create a plan, because it just doesn't happen like that. You have to have action steps towards a plan, because a dream with a deadline is a goal. A goal with projects creates actions, and when the actions are done, your dream becomes a reality.
Yeah, your results from your actions. That's awesome. I love that, Jeff.
Sounds familiar. So final question for you, Jeff. What helps you bring happiness, since we're sustainable happiness together, into your moments and your days?
Well, that is the easiest question for me to respond to. On July 30th, 1982, my life changed forever. I was a first-year law student, and we lived in San Diego at the time. So a couple of buddies and I, we went to the Del Mar racetrack, then we went to play poker, then we went to a club on the water. And as I'm looking at you, I told my buddy, I said, see that girl over there? I'm going to marry that girl. And 36 years later, we're married. So what brings me happiness? My wife is my complete inspiration. Everything I do for her, and I could not be more joyful. That's my happiness. That's my inspiration.
That's so inspiring.
It is so inspiring. I'm inspired by that, definitely, Jeff, because finding a partner that inspires you is huge.
I know how lucky I am. And she should get a medal for marrying a serial entrepreneur, because all the things I've done.
She's lucky to be with you too. So I'm going to share right now your contact information so that people can have your information here. I'm going to pull this up.
So if you're listening, you can find Mr. Jeff Schwartz on LinkedIn at CBA-consultant, and also on his website, cba-consultant.com. So yay, reach out if you have any questions. And we're so excited because we've got these 6 co-creators bringing all these different elements of health and wellness to this winning wellness experience. And it's live July 7th. And if you're watching and listening today, you will receive a little bit of a heads up pre-sale opportunity. If you decide to purchase the course, Your Life of Design, Not One of Default, or the Flow Through Your Life with Resiliency taught by Dr. Cyrina Bullard, you will receive Jeff's creativity in turning challenges into opportunities as a complimentary bonus. And if you purchase the full Winning Wellness experience, you'll not only get Jeff's class, you'll also get the other 5 co-creator classes as well. And to get that, you just need to go to winningwellness.learnworlds.com. And we are just super excited that we've got you, Jeff, that we've got our other co-creators that are bringing mindful movement, exercise, mindful food and eating. We got a nap expert, a yoga instructor. We've got Gina Pickett with the 9 environments. And it just feels like this holistic experience.
Yeah, we're very excited. Obviously, 2 of the other co-creators too, Amy Ipolati and Gina. So we're excited to have you all part of this.
Cyrina, Liz, this has been such a joy. And what's even more of a joy is knowing the benefits that all the persons who's going to purchase your course are going to get. That's exciting.
Yeah, we're super excited to just help as many people as support people in their journey and living their lives just to the fullest, because life is just way too short to not. So
yeah, definitely. Well, thank you, Jeff.
Thank you, Jeff.
Thank you.
Have a great rest of your day.
Bye.